Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be fitting the wheels that I painted gold in the last videos to the Polo to see what the gold looks like on it. Also we're going to be doing measurements to work out the fitment I want for lowering the suspension, and I'll be showing you how I can afford the suspension, a little tip that you do to get some money to buy parts you want to get. If you're like me and you're skint all the time, you have to rely on buying and selling parts to get the money for the suspension you want. So in this video, that is what's going down. Cue the credits. First of all, let's have a little update. I took the Polo, after I'd done all the work to it, to get its MOT done, right? Took it there, it failed, it needed a new shock. One of the shocks had gone, only one. It needed a tiny bit of welding doing on one of the seals. It's one of the brand new seals that have been fitted. There was just a bit that hadn't been finished, which I can do in 10 seconds to be fair. And it failed on emissions. So I took it home. I knew I didn't have the money for the shock. So I knew on the retest, because you get 10 days, I knew on the retest that it was going to fail, but I just wanted to see if I could get it through the emissions. So I took it home, I messed with the carb, I took it back for its retest, and on its retest, I passed, it failed obviously, but I passed the emissions. So all I've got to do on this car now is replace one shock and do one little tiny spot of weld. So the weld, I'm not bothered about, I'll do that in a few minutes. But the shock, I was going to buy myself one shock, standard shock, and then for like, I think it's 32 quid posted from Autodoc, or, sorry, and then I was going to go on eBay and spend 80 quid on a set of lowering springs. But then I spotted that I could go to TA Technix website, buy a full shock set, the whole suspension kit, shocks and lowering springs, and it even comes with the other parts like the top hats and stuff, for 158 quid. So I'm just going to buy the whole suspension kit, and to do that I had to make some money. So what I've done was, well, I'll explain here. This is what I've done. Here are a set of wheels I saw on Marketplace. They were up for like 60 quid. And I looked at these and thought to myself, these are worth more than 60 quid. So I literally bought the wheels, gave them a clean up, nothing wrong with them, they could do with some tyres, but I decided, right, I bought these, cleaned them up, I put them back up for 150 quid, sold them for 140 quid, someone's collecting them today, happy days, that's what you do. And now, that money I used, that money I made from doing these wheels, well, to be fair, I didn't actually do anything to the wheels, I literally just bought them, and cleaned them, put them in my garden, put them on Marketplace. That money is going to be enough money for me to buy the suspension I need for the Polo. The suspension I'm getting for the Polo is just TA Technix. It's only a little light Polo. I don't need to go full out and get Bilsteins or anything like that for it. It's just a little Polo, do you know what I mean? So there's some TA Technix. I'll put the description and pictures of them on now. That is what I'm going to be getting. So yeah, so that should be good. Right, here we have it. Polo is out of the little workshop. This is my little workshop that's trashed. I'm a creative, there's stuff everywhere. Anyway, here we go. Here are the wheels that I will be fitting to the Polo today. First things first, I need to pump them up because I let all the air out of them. Longer wheel bolts. I already had 4, as you can see by the old looking ones, so I just had to buy 4 new. So I'm going to put 2 clean, 2 old, one side, same on the other side on the front. Rears are fine. So yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. Okay, peeps, right, this is the bit I'm looking for. Wheels are on the Polo. Wheels are on the Polo. I just want to decide how much I need to lower it now. The front needs lowering badly. I mean, look how high that is. I drive it backwards and forwards for a bit to get it to settle, but yeah. So I think the front needs to come down a lot. A hell of a lot. I just want to make sure it will tuck in the arches when I do come down though. Looking at that, yeah, that is perfectly flush, so I can pull this arch and that'll be fine. Looking at the rear, that is properly tucked. Look at that, that's gone. Looking at that, if I lean on the back of this car, if I put my weight on it, that pretty much already tucks. I put my weight on it, that goes right up in the arch. So I'm thinking the back wheel is going to tuck right up in there. It's the front wheel I'm worried about rubbing on the arches when I turn. So what are we thinking? I'm thinking I need to get a tape measure. So from there, top of the rim to the wheel arch, we're looking at 15 centimeters. So that is, Jesus, so that's, so I do want like an 80mm. So an 80mm drop will bring it right to there. An 80mm drop is top of the tyre. That's about what I want. 80mm. So 60, we're talking there. Maybe 60mm drop there. So 60-40. 60-40 is what a lot of people are doing on these. So where would a 40 drop come on the back? So a 40 drop would tuck that wheel. Yeah, a 40 drop on the back would tuck that wheel right to there on the tyre. But see, why don't they do an 80-40? That'd be better. That's what I'd want. An 80-40 would be perfect. So I don't understand. So 40 drop there. So 60. Whoa, 60 drop would be right there. That tyre would be tucked right up in that arch. Do I go safe, or do I say sod it? Do I stay safe, or do I say sod it and go for the 80-60 drop? See, the 60 is looking too much on the back. It looks too much on the back, the 60 now, but not on the 80-40. What am I saying? The 80. The options I've got are 80-60, 80 front, 60 back. But the 60 back looks too much, but the 80 front looks perfect. But the 40 front doesn't look enough. Sorry, the 60 front doesn't look enough and the 40 back looks perfect. Why don't they do an 80-40? That would be better, wouldn't it? I wonder if I can email them and ask if they do that. But anyway, so I need to decide today what I'm going to go for. Am I going to go for, leave your thing in the comments. Anyone else who's got a Breadvan, let me know what you reckon on these. Do I go for 80-60 or do I go for 60-40? What do I do, peeps? What do I do? Okay people, I have decided I am going to get the 80-60 drop. I'm just going to deal with the arches when it comes. I'm going to get as low as it can go on shocks and springs, not coilovers. And yeah, I'm going to go full on, balls out, 80-60 drop is what I'm going to do on the Polo. So watch this space. I'm going to go in. This person's about to turn up in a minute to buy these wheels. Then I'm going straight to the bank, putting the money in the bank, and then I'm going to order the suspension. So hopefully by next weekend I should be doing a video fitting the suspension. So happy days. Cheers for watching this one, and in the next one I shall be sorting the suspension out and hopefully finally getting an MOT on this thing. So see you in the next one people. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Come on peeps.